you know, what goes around comes around. Keir Starmer to quit as Labour leader if he gets police fine over Beergate. That's music to my ears, that sentence. Keir Starmer to quit as Labour leader, but there's a but on the end. See, there he is, looking all serious in his whistle and flute with his, is that a red tie or is that looks like a purple one? That must be Labour's new colours, trying to distract from other things. Sir Keir Starmer has put his leadership on the line and pledged to resign if he is fined over a beer and curry meeting during lockdown. Now, I don't think this personally is as exciting as it appears to be. I think this is Keir Starmer calling Durham police out and saying, if you got something, put up or shut up. If you put up, I'm off. If you're not, shut up, go away. That's what I think this is all about, really. The Labour leader is under police investigation over a gathering with other MPs and aides in April 2021. What were you doing in April 2021? I know what I was doing. Durham Constabulary revisited previously published photographs of Sir Keir drinking beer indoors, which in itself isn't a crime. It's who he was there with, after pressure from senior Conservatives in the run-up to the local elections. The incident took place at Durham Miners Hall during a day of campaigning in the Hartlepool by-election. I'd love to know if there's anyone in the chat with any local knowledge of that place and can tell me what actually goes on there, because I'm, you know, operating from a position of ignorance somewhat, because I've never been to Hartlepool in my life, or at least if I have, I don't remember. Labour has insisted the gathering was a legitimate work meeting and within what was permitted under the law at the time. Okay, so we have beer and curry at a work meeting. No, that's called something else. That is, I'm afraid. If it was packed lunch and a coffee out of the machine, I might let you get away with that one. But no. In a short speech, Sir Keir doubled down, saying repeatedly that no rules were broken, but continued he would do the right thing and step down if fined. This is the thing where we need to hold him to account. I will step down if I'm fined. Now, one or two things will happen here. Yes, Belfast Mickey, it's all bollocks. You've summed it up quite nicely, but one or two things will happen here. He won't be fined, which is highly likely because everything is very left-leaning these days. Or number two, he kind of excuse why not to go, unless he's pushed out by some kind of internal coup. I really can't see it, but we'll see how that goes. He described it as a matter of principle and honour. Okay, it's about who I am, accusing opponents of trying to feed cynicism despite not believing the allegations themselves. Addressing the alleged rule breach, he said people were entitled to expect politicians would follow the same rules as everyone else. That's right. You make them, you follow them. You expect us to. It's called leading by example at the end of the day. Labour's deputy leader, Angela Rayner, who was also in attendance, yeah, you saw the back of her barnet, didn't you, at the gathering, confirmed she would resign also if she was fined. So her and Keir are singing off the same song sheet. After consistently calling for the Prime Minister to resign over his breaches of lockdown rules, the police investigation is politically toxic for Sir Keir. Well, he has been a bit hypocritical over the whole thing, hasn't he? When Mr Johnson was fined by the Met, he told the Commons he doesn't respect the sacrifice of the British public. He is a man without shame. Sir Keir cancelled planned appearances this morning to thrash out a statement with aides, eventually concluding he should commit to stepping down if sanctioned. The new high-risk position reflects the Labour leader's confidence he did not break the rules, but will be seen as an effort to take Mr Johnson down with him if he does have to go. Well, we'll see who's the more Teflon there, shall we? He also knows that if he is cleared, it will put more pressure on the PM to quit, as is expected. He is issued with more fines over other Downing Street gatherings, so not the end of it for Boris, really. The former Director of Public Prosecution will have pored over the regulations as they were at the time before putting his own job at stake. I doubt it. He just thought he could get away with it. Potential successors who would put their name forward in any leadership election following a resignation are likely to start vying for position behind the scenes. Yeah. It's unclear when the Durham Constabulary investigation will report back, but the announcement a probe is underway mars what should have been a good week for the party. Yes, we have the elections, and then this happens. How convenient. Labour got the largest vote share at last week's local election, securing totemic wins in London and making some progress in key battlegrounds. Labour MP Mary Foy denied reports that the staff were drunk at the event. Yes, I've been to office do's. I know what happens. Held in the City of Durham MP's constituency office. In a statement, she said these allegations about my staff are untrue. I have already said that I and my team were working during a very busy period, including facilitating the leader's visit. I do not believe either or my office staff broke any rules. Non-essential retail and outdoor venues, including pub gardens, were open at the time of the gathering, but social distancing rules, which included a ban on indoor mixing between households, remained in place at that time.